part the scrotum, which you can see down here at the bottom. The scrotal sac, this scrotal sac here has been totally opened up. And so this is where this testis was, and here's the testis that was in it. The other one is not opened up, but you can see in both of these there's this cord that comes out. Okay, that's a spermatic cord. Okay, it goes through the body wall, which you can see right here, goes through that, and goes through this little opening, which if I put a probe through it and go back the other way, that's the inguinal canal. And so basically, guess what? It comes out on the other side. Okay. So normally what happens in embryological development, as the testes are developing towards, after the midpoint in development, basically then they descend, and this opening actually then closes up. Okay. And so when you have an inguinal hernia, or where it fails to close, then this is open all the time. And when that happens, of course, when there's excess pressure put on, then the potential for, materials from the inside of the peritoneal cavity can be pushed through. It can be very painful, potentially dangerous, so it can surgically be repaired. So the same thing is true on this side. The spermatic duct is present, okay? I've removed this testis out of its protective sac, and you can see the other one is still present. You can pull on a little bit and it won't pull it all the way out. It's attached on the lower end by connective tissue. This little white area is called the gubernaculum. I don't think that was in your list, but it's part of the connective tissue that holds it all together. There is an outer tunic of connective tissue that holds it together. It holds all of these things and contains all of the blood vessels, the cremaster muscle, which you can see there, and also this other duct, which you see coming out here. See that white tube? And there's one on the other side as well. That's the vas deferens, or ductus deferens, okay? So one of those comes, so they start out from outside the abdominal cavity, they go in through the sperm cord here, or spermatic cord, and then basically pass into the abdominal cavity, and then they come together. So again, here's the bladder that I'm holding up, and basically when I do this, if we look at this, here's the one of the vas deferens, here's the other one. If you notice, I'm going to get my probe in the right spot here. The two come together. You can see where they are right here. They're running side by side. So it makes like a little T. It's not the same orientation as what we saw with the uterus, but basically they come together up the top, they follow down, and they follow the back of the urethra. So here's the urethra coming out of the bladder. And so now, when you get into the basic structure, you'll see a large bump right here in the front. That's the prostate gland. The two vas deferens come in right on the back of the prostate, and on the other side of the prostate, there's a couple little bulges here, are the seminal vesicles. So all those things come together. So if you put a pin right in the front of it, that's going to be the prostate gland, okay?